go. I have some adventure with Tom and let's go, go, go. I have some adventure. Sodor's a fun place to be. Sodor's greatest adventure. James the Engine has lived on the island Sodor for many years now, and he knows his ways very well. There's a long story with this engine. As everybody knows, it was James' first white and black with wooden brake blocks, but that soon changed after Thomas wrecked him from a nasty accident and was painted into a nice shade of red color. Then after that, he kind of became a show for some quiet time, but then, because he was on Gordon's side along with Henry, but now the two of them had left Gordon's side. James now doesn't really show up now and then, as he tried to be a really useful engine with a fat controller, but what's even more good, that he actually now have his own branch line. While he still gets to see his friends out on the main line, or even branch lines, that doesn't stop James' friendship for more of them. For starters, on the Sodor Railway, James does have his dearest racing car friend, Emmett from Australia, that now lives on the island of Sodor. James, before he had his own branch line, he even has a lot of youth as well as talking to his old friends on the island as well. While Ace is pretty much James's best friend of a vehicle, James does have a lot of engine friends, but his most dearest ones are being Ivor, since Ivor works on James' branch line with him. Even the rest of the former members of the Steam team, examples being Toby and Henrietta. Emmett and Philip at Wellsworth on the Wellsworth branch line or Edward's branch line. There's even Henry and Rosie at Vickerstown, which James did in fact did help at Vickerstown at one time for them away from his branch line, and that's when Henry and James played their trip down Rosie about the glow-in-the-dark paint. And there's even his Steam team pals, being like Gordon and Spencer, the fastest engines in the Steam team. There's also Rebecca, and James even helped her one time when Rebecca broke down, and him and Henry helped her. And there's even Nia, which James has gone around the world with her as well. Even in the first female engine Steam team, even Emily. And of course, definitely Thomas as well, with Daniel and Clarabelle as well. And of course, definitely Percy, which he also helps with the mail. But of course, with the mail train and probably a lot of goods trains, there's even Rachel, the brake fan, which Rachel helps James with goods train and sometimes helps Ivor as well. As we all know, James found her in a scrapyard on the mainland. There's even James's coaches. They used to be Shane's coaches from Australia, but now his, known as Aubrey and Aidan. As James even have his own slip coaches to pull as well sometimes, but he mostly pulls Aubrey and Aidan since they're his coaches. There's even Even more of his friends, like Oliver and Duck, or Toad, or even the Scottish Twins engines, or even Splatter and Dodge. And there's so many things that happen in his life, like him and Spencer being super engines, or trying to get the people home for Christmas in time, or even when he's not well a snowplow. There were so many things that happened in James's life, or even like when he helped at the docks. Stuff when Percy got trapped and caught and he fell in the water. So much things happened in his life. However, one day, James was pulling past a train. All the neighbors not with him today since I won't need them for past the train. So James was taking on a red coaches. As James speeds down the line with them. However, today he's kind of sore or something today as he sped down the line. I'm the fastest engine on Sodor. He was stopping at Knapford, and Toby was leaving the platform, but he almost had a collision with James. "Whoa, out of the way, Toby," said James as James raced by. "Whoa, slow down, James," said Toby. James didn't listen as he thundered into Knapford. James rolled into Knapford station and came to a screeching halt. The back controller was there. Still, "Whoa," they all said as James came to a screeching halt. "Ta-da! Here's James." "Stop that, James," said Emily crossly, coming from the other platform. "You're going to do some damage." The back controller saw and heard this. He wasn't happy. "Slow down when you come to a station, James," the back controller, "and stop showing off," he said crossly. James heard this and didn't care. "Huh," he said. The back controller didn't have time for this, and he just walked away. "He's right, you know," said Emily. "You're going to do some damage to your brakes." "Well, I can't help it," said James. I always have to come fast in the station, so that way everyone knows I'm a really useful engine." Just then, Thomas popped in with Andy Clarabelle. He was delivering some packages to James from his branch line. "Don't you remember the time when your brake blocks got on fire?" said Thomas cheekily. James then remembered it. "Oh, yes," said James. "I remember that very easily. Besides, well, good thing came out of that accident. I got proper brakes, and I got this nicey red coat. So you see, there is a good thing cover that accident," said James. "Ah, but it might happen again," said Emily. "Of course it won't," said James. "Besides, these animals sprung an engine on Sodor." "Huh." Emily just puffed away to do her next job. "Is that so?" said Thomas cheekily. "Well, I thought, what about Rosie?" "Rosie's not fast," said James. "And besides, just because she's red doesn't mean she's fast." "Oh, I saw her this morning going to the steamworks. She was getting her red paint all done up, and now her red paint is even more brighter than yours." "Rosie got her paint brighter than me? Are you teasing me, Thomas?" "Thomas!" But Thomas already left for his coaches. James was puzzled about this. He was thinking, he was hoping he could try and meet Rosie later on. "Come on, James," said his driver. "We've got to bring these coaches back to the shunting yard. We need to pick up a goods train now." "Right away," said James, and they puffed away to the shunting yards. Soon, James arrived at the shunting yards. as he found a close sign to leave the coaches in and puffed away. Soon James came to the position where Philip was getting his goods train ready. As he was there, a truck was there making fun of him. "Ah," said James, "this is the perfect day when I want to show off my nice red paint. Oh well, as they say, you gotta do what the back control tells you to do." Soon Philip bought James's trucks and buffed up behind him. "There you go, James." "Thank you, Philip," said James. "You're welcome," and Philip raced off. "Again, move on," said James. And James puffed away, but the trucks were making fun of him about his brakes. Out on the main line, James's goods train was heading to his station. However, he was still thinking about Rosie when out on the main line, he saw Rosie taking a coal train. Jane raced up. Oh, hello, James." Jane was surprised by the repaint Rosie got. "What do you think about my repaint?" "I tell what I think," said James. "Are you trying to copy me?" he asked. "Of course not," said Rosie crossly. "Well," said James. But James did break. The truck made more fun of him, calling him squeaky and everything. "Why do they call you that?" said Rosie. "Nothing. Don't listen to them." Then James had an idea. "Say, wanna have a race?" "Okay then," said Rosie. "Very well then," said James. 3, 2, 1, go! Go! And James raced off. "Oh, James," said Rosie, and Rosie chased after James. James was in the lead. First. Then Rosie was starting to catch up. "Wait a minute," said James. Where is your goods train going to?" "Why, it's going to Crowens Gate." "Crowens Gate? That's my station." "Of course it is," said Rosie. How do you think you got back without the snowplow?" This made James even more determined, trying to get to Crowens Gate and win the race. And James raced off faster. Rosie catched up. However, since James was going super fast speed, he saw a red signal and he had to stop because Henry was coming out of the point. James overrun past the signal. "Look out!" said Rosie. James braked hard. "Whoa! Oh, fast the driver," said Henry. So it did. Henry went full speed and James went to apply his brakes. Luckily, Henry made it out just in time. "That was close." "Sorry, Henry," said James a bit. What happened? He felt a bit silly what he done. "Your brakes are getting even worse," said Rosie. "You should go to the steamworks and get them checked. I'll take your goods train." I don't need to go to the works. Besides, we have a race to finish." "No, I don't care about the race anymore. You will get your brakes checked." "Look, I get them checked after I deliver this goods train to my station. And the sooner the better." So, "Why? Do you just want me to go to the work so you can win the race?" This made Rosie a bit cross. "Alright then, James Red Engine. Rematch?" "Accepted," said James. Soon they were ready to go. They were ready for the signal to turn green. 3, said Rosie. 2, said 1, said James. And both of them said 1, and the signal turned green. "Go!" And the two of them raced off. Soon Crowens Gate was in sight, and the two of them came racing towards it. James was in first, but Rosie started to catch up. But as Rosie was catching up, something wasn't right. She tried to slow down, but she couldn't. Oh no, said her driver. Your brakes have failed. We can't stop. Quick, try the sandbox. So they did. Oh no, said Rosie. James quickly stopped at the platform. I win, he said. I win, he said proudly. But before James can celebrate his victory, Rosie came racing past. Help! Rosie raced past the station. James' driver saw this. She can't stop. She's a runaway. Wait, Rosie, said James. Quick, workman, uncouple my trucks. Alright then, the workman quickly uncoupled James's trucks, and James raced after Rosie. Hang on, Rosie, I'm coming. Rosie was going so fast. Why, said the driver, we're out of sand. No trying to stop you now. We're trying to slow down her speed or something. It would take a while to run out of water and coal, said the fireman. Let's not shove any more coal for now. We need to do something. Just then they heard James whistle. So, James, should you not be going to the works by now? No, you're much more important than the works, said James. Hurry, James, do something. There's going to be a bend any minute. Right, said James. James quickly slowed down. This reminded James when he chased Thomas and how he got his own branch line. Even when Thomas chased him. Rosie still went faster and faster. James saw sped up again. Points! Points! Said James, and James switched onto Rosie's line. Rosie was still going at super speed, but James had full speed on him. Quick, driver, full speed! I'm trying! This is all the speed you got. James slowly raced up to Rosie. And tried to couple up. James fireman quickly went on the winning board, unlike about when James was running and Emmett saved him, or even when him and him saved Gordon for calling them old slow engines. Hurry, said James. James' fireman got a hook and quickly coupled James up the trucks. Right, start braking! And so the James did. James buckled up and started to brake. However, it was already too late. A bend was in sight. A bend, said Rosie. Hey, oh no, said James. I'm not going to stop her in time. We have to uncouple you, said the fireman. And so James' fireman did. James quickly uncoupled and the fireman was able to get back in the cab just in time. James applied his brakes with a squeaking noise he had. And bash! Coal spilled everywhere. Luckily, Rosie's crew jumped out before the crash, but Rosie was on her side and coal was spilled everywhere. James soon arrived to the scene. Rosie, said James, are you okay? I'm fine, said Rosie, but I'm badly damaged, though, on my side. Don't worry, stay down. I'll go and get help, said James. Soon James raced back to his yard and buffed up to the Chinese breakdown crane. The reason why the Chinese breakdown crane was at his yard is because the fat controls decided they can stay at Cronin's gate. Okay, so that way, in case there's any accidents on that side of the island, the Chinese breakdown crane will be nearby to help. And this was a time for action. Quickly, we need all the workers we can, said James. Rosie gets crashed, and we also need some buckets or something. Like that coal hopper thing Harvey had when Thomas crashed his new trucks back then. And we need plenty of trucks to carry more coal that will deliver for this station. Right, Theo said. Workmen, said station master. Go right now. Now, I telephoned the sick man from the back controller. Alright, said James. The workman soon got on board. The last workman hopped in. Right, James, we're ready to go. Start moving. You got it, said James, and James puffed away with the workman's train. The train's breakdown crane. Soon they arrived back at the crash site. Don't worry, Rosie. We'll have you back on your side in no time. And so they did. They soon got to work. As they lifted the old broken trucks onto the tracks. The trucks were broken, and James took them back to his yard, where they can stay for now. James was not happy with the truck's behavior. James had a feeling that they were part of the plan, but even though it was Rosie's brakes. But James didn't have time for complaints. He knew this was a time to help Rosie. James took the broken trucks back to his yard. Soon, James arrived back at his yard and shoved them into a nearby siding. Right, said James. Now, I must hurry back to get Rosie as quickly as I can, as James did. And so he did. He soon arrived back. He was just in time to see them lift Rosie back onto the rails. Right, so said the workmen. Stop lifting her. And so they did. Jane was surprised by the strength the Chinese breakdown queens had in them. But soon Rosie was back on the tracks. There you go, said James. Just then they heard a whistle. It was Edward coming from behind. Why, hello there, said Edward. What's going on here? James and Rosie explained what happened. Oh, dearie me, said Edward. But I hope you get better soon, Rosie. I will, said Rosie sadly. Right, said Edward. Is there anything I could do to help James? James pondered, and then he had an idea. I'm going to take Rosie back to my station. Can you take all the workmen and Chinese breakdown train back to my yard then? Then while they clean up? Certainly, said Edward. I would do that. I was on my way back to my station. But I would be delighted to help out with this. Thanks, said James. James buffed up to Rosie. As the cranes were turning, lifted back onto the north cell, James puffed away with Rosie. See you, Edward, they said. Bye, you two, said Edward, and Edward would buff up to the cranes and waited and watched the workmen cleaning up the coal. The back controllers waited them on the platform back at James's station. Well done. Done, James, said the back controller. Thank you, sir, said James. He turned to Rosie. Rosie, this is not your fault. This happened. Your brakes have failed, and it isn't your fault. You should be sent to the steamworks, and we put in with some new brakes. Yes, sir, said Rosie. Then the factory turned to James. Thanks for you, James. Even though there were some complaints about this morning. Sorry, sir, said James. I was in a good mood this morning. That's all right, said the factory. I heard about you and Rosie's race. James glowed. You think the factory was not happy about it? The factory smiled. I'm going to send you to the steamworks and get those, and you should get rid of those brake noises. Really? Thank you, sir, said James. Even though you already have your own branch line now, James, since I gave you that as a last award, I'm actually going to give you another award. It's about high time. I write side, and I give some thought, and I thought you can have some nameplates. Nameplates with my name on it? Yes, said the factory Controller. Thank you, sir. I always wanted nameplates. Very well then, said Fat Controller. And also, for a short period of time for now, you can. The Steamworks is out of red colors for now, so I will. And they had to use them for the rest of them on Rosie. So I was doing some thinking. You can wear some different colors for now, if you agree. Of course, sir, said James. Very well then. What colors would you like to wear? Well, sir, I maybe want to try blue for now, and of course, if there's any other times, some other time I want to try green. But first, I would like to try blue, to be honest. Very well then, says Fat Controller. Blue it is. Now, please, may you take Rosie to the Steamworks. Yes, sir, said James happily. And James puffed away with Rosie. Soon they arrived back at the Steamworks. Soon they arrived. Rosie was behind the turntable. And the crane lifted her up and put her into place. As Victor and Kevin were busy getting their things ready, James and Rosie talked for a little bit. I'm sorry about earlier, said Rosie. See, now Rosie, I'm sorry for challenging to that race. Well, I wanted to show Sodor that I'm the best red engine on Sodor, even the fastest. But I realized something. How about every single red engine on Sodor is the fastest? Oh, how about we call ourselves the two fastest red engines on Sodor? James chuckled. Good, agreed. Soon, Rosie was fixed up, got some red paint on her. Even though now that all the red paint were used up, James, however, forgot what he wanted. James came out of the Steamworks, and he still had his number 5 on him. But I forgot his nameplate, but he was painted blue for a short period of time for a while. He enjoyed it, but he was repainted back into his normal color then. All the engine did like James being blue, and James is hoping one day he could be blue again and try green another time. But he was glad to be in his red paint form as he arrived at Crowan's Gate sheds where Eyeball was there. Wow, James, great to see you back in your red paint again. Why, thank you, Eyeball. I also like the nameplates. Are you going to try and be like sort of like a private engine one day? Oh, good joke. I hope Spencer doesn't mind about that one day. As they laughed and laughed. And James has always liked wearing his nameplate, and he's hoping to wear blue again and try green one day. And that was all. And he did well call his nameplate from now on. And there you still have it, folks. There are all the stories from which I told you. I hope you enjoyed about James having his own branch line and everything, even spent joining a Steam team, or even, in fact, James having his own coaches, your friends, or even pretty much everything. Or being a super engine now. But if some of you want to hear more stories about James on his branch line, as well as the other engine stories like Spencer and the Steam team, or even more adventures how James got the 2 paints, or even his nameplates, I will tell you more stories about these, but they're going to have to wait for a while. But don't worry, the next story will be huge.